Ruth 4:16 and 17. Then Naomi held the child tightly in her arms and cared for him. This showed a love and intimacy. She was the one to nurse and take care of the child. This showed that held dear, you know. It was close to her heart and meant a lot to her, this boy being born. Verse 17. All around her friends cried out, Naomi has a son. They named him Obed because he would provide for his grandmother. Obed grew up and became the father of Jesse. Okay, well, I'll come back to that. So, the kinsman redeemer. The idea of this was that Obed would care for his grandmother since she was a widow once he grew up. But indeed, Scripture never mentions this, although most likely it did happen, but it does mention her caring for him. The idea of the law, honor your father and mother, tends to the fact that you would care for them once they got old, as well, by honoring them by doing that. So this virgin son's just a male descendant from her, which technically wasn't, but kind of adopted as her grandson because of the scenario that happened. Okay. Obed grew up and became the father of Jesse. This is the father of David. And this is possibly one of the main reasons this is in Scripture, but we also see how it's linked to Christ later through genealogy in both Matthew and Luke. And Jesse became the father of David. David became king. So this was probably written, pinned down, maybe the time of David, since that's mentioned, maybe the time of his anointing, maybe the time of his kingship. We don't know. But the fact that David's mentioned shows that he was pinned down by the time this was later was written. And sometimes knowing where we came from and where the Lord takes us just gives us more reason to praise Him. And the fact that one of the greatest kings of Israel started his line involved a pagan Moabite. And this beautiful story here just is amazing. And that's why it's in Scripture, because it just shows a mirror of God's love for us as we're redeemed by Christ.